It's getting cold outside.
So we bought this StarCraft, a 2001 StarCraft pop-up camper. We are definitely going to completely renovate this and make this into an off-road beast. But until that time, we're going to take off across the country, and we're going to go back to where it all started 12 years ago. So we're going to see how it tows. We're going to get off the property for a couple weeks and just be nomadic and just travel. So anyway, we'll see you later. And just like this, we are in northern Georgia. We're in the northern Georgia mountains, and man, it is absolutely beautiful. We're testing out this guy. We towed that thing across the country, and quite frankly, I didn't think it was gonna make it, but it did fine. It actually did really good. So anyway, I'm gonna tell you a little bit about this guy and what we're gonna do and what our plans are. Stay tuned, man. This is going to be, we're going to turn this into a boondocking beast. Okay, so this is a 2001 StarCraft pop-up. It's got a queen on this side, a king on this side. It does have a sink. It's got a hot water tank, 5-gallon hot water tank, and a furnace. It's also got a 20 amp converter. It's got a battery charger in there. And all the electronic works. The 30 amp, it's a 30 amp breaker, a 30 amp circuit, so the 30 amp does work. So what I'm going to do is, obviously, I'm going to gut it. I'm going to gut everything. And the plan is to make this into a boondocking beast. Okay, so the first thing that we've already done is we put lifts on it. So I've got spring lifts. It raises it up about, man, I mean, it's almost 6 inches, which make it a little bit more difficult to put the stabilizer bars down. But I've already got a lift kit in there, so I've already lifted off the ground to make it a little bit more off-road. The plan is to take all this crap off and redo it. On this side, of course, you've got your door. We're going to put all the, we'll have all the tools and stuff in here. This it's probably going to stay relatively the same. However, I'm going to put a new crank in it. It looks like that bar is bent a little bit, so it's a little it's a little wobbly. But we're going to redo the jack. And I've already got my solar panels here that are hooked up. These are 120 volt or 120 watt amp each. 120 watts of solar each. So I've got 240 here. These are the solar panels that we have on the property that I use for all of our 12 volt pump stations. I brought them with because I made a little rig. Believe it or not, this is an old AGM battery that I bought on Amazon, I don't know, like 5 years ago, and it still works. We're still getting plenty of 12 volts, so I redid some of the 12 volt wiring. And so that's working perfectly on the system. Hey, Dino. There's Caledonia. So that's your 12 volt system right here. That is your 30 amp system right here. And so breakers are on. This all works. We're going to keep this because for our needs and what we're going to do, it's going to be perfect. This is the thermostat for the furnace. This will be gutted. We're going to take the furnace out and the hot water tank out. So this is where the refrigerator was, a small little box refrigerator, college refrigerator they may refer to. But this was really small. It was tucked in here. The drain line for the refrigerator was right in here. Pulled that out because it was old. We don't need it anymore. And then, of course, this is the regular pop-up sink. The pop-up sink folds down when you're towing it. And we're going to fix that. This is the old furnace right here. That's being taken out. And then all of this stuff is just little storage, storage underneath here. And there's a lot of storage. All of this on the table, this is all storage underneath here. And then this is all storage underneath here. So we've got a lot of storage. And of course we have storage under here and a little bit under here. Storage right there. And of course storage right there. So that's the pop-up. That's kind of what it is. It's a typical pop-up. This will be replaced with a fantastic fan or 12-volt fan. This whole thing is going to go. All this cabinetry is probably going to be painted. We'll see what's salvageable, what's not salvageable. The plan is to completely make this into a boondocking situation where you don't really need hookups for anything. So between the furnace and the hot water tank is right there. The 10-gallon fresh water tank is right here. The pump actually still works. So if I had water in here, there's the switch right here. That pump would turn on, but there's no water in it. And so that's what we're going to do. I don't know if we'll have these recovered or reupholstered. I don't know. They're not that bad. Actually, the condition of the pop-up is in really good shape. He's got some 12-volt wires hanging down here, but the 12-volt light, all the wiring works on here. And so we'll probably keep a lot of that stuff. But all of this, we're not really sure if we're going to keep that table there. I do like the table as a work table, but there's also a table that fits in here. And this is the area I think I'm going to gut the most, and try to put a 12-volt refrigerator in here that runs all the time. And so we'll see. We'll see how that works. We're in northern Georgia, up in the northern Georgia mountains. You're not going to want to miss the next video. The next video I do, I don't know if it'll post before this video or after this video. I'm not really sure, but the Dockery Lake video, that's where we're at right now. This is kind of where it all started for Ariane and myself in this campground. Gosh, almost 13 years ago. So, but I'm going to kind of explain what we're going to do with the StarCraft and why we bought it. So kind of let's get to it, right? So this was a great deal. This was a one family owned pop-up. It hasn't changed hands. Grandfather bought it, gave it to his son. His son used it, went out with his dad. They used it for hunting, really, just around the Arizona area. And then the son wanted to give it to his son, who's now 33 years old, and didn't want it. And so after it sat in the driveway for a while, he just thought, I need to get rid of it before it starts deteriorating. He put it up for sale. It was in Cottonwood, Arizona. My dad lives in Cottonwood, Arizona, and is in poor health. So it was almost like a 3-for-1. We went to go pick it up, got to see my dad, and then we bought the pop-up. It was a pretty good deal. We probably asked a little bit too much for it, but I liked it, and I like the style of it. It's small, but it's roomy. It gives Ariane and I some space. It also gives the dogs some space. I mean, the Airstream is great, but when all the dogs are sleeping with you, the Airstream is not that big. So we are going to completely gut this, and I've got some big plans for it. The first thing I'm going to do is rip out all our cabinetry. I'm going to check the bottom of the floor to make sure that's fine. We're going to put new flooring down on it. I'm going to put some POR 1.5 or POR 15. That's an enamel-based rust coater. I'm going to redo the entire frame and make sure that doesn't rust anymore. The frame's in really good shape, by the way. The axle's really good shape. And then I'm going to put some new tires on it. We're going to put some off-grid tires on it. Because I've got the lift kit already on it, I can get some bigger tires. The that's what we're going to do. I'm super, super excited. What makes this thing so cool is that all the electronics still work. I will have little to no wiring to do to make it much more 12 volt friendly, and put some I am going to put an additional fuse box in there to put some more lights and to do some more things to kind of upgrade the 12 volt system. But it's got a water pump, it's got a I think it's got like a 10-gallon water tank in here. And so we're going to go through all of that, and I'm going to show you all show everything how this is going to be done. So yeah, so we're kind of chilling out. We're going to be here for a week. It's just me and the dogs. Ariane is visiting with her friends, and you know, this probably is the last time we're going to be in Georgia for a long time. But anyway, yeah, we're here. We're going to pop up, and we're going to pimp this thing out.